I'm Steve.
And I'm Les.
And this is Tabletop Tastings. Welcome to another sip and play. Les, what did we play?
Today, we played the 1 to 6 player game Vantage by Stonemaier Games. Steve, where do I begin with Vantage? Vantage is this storytelling RPG where you and up to 6 different players crash land on a planet and you're all in different spots on the world. And you need to try to fulfill a mission. And maybe that mission is to start a new settlement because you're going to be stuck there. Maybe that new mission is to accumulate a certain amount of money or to do other tasks or activities. But along your goal to achieve your mission, you may come up across destinies and maybe things change a little bit, or you may get personal goals or objectives. But essentially, it's this wonderful system of landing on a planet, going to a particular vantage point or area on that planet and deciding what you want to do there. And this is where this game really shines, is the artwork in the game is absolutely phenomenal. And every image, every card, every picture has you saying, I want to do something there. But you're limited. You can only do one thing, sometimes more, but usually it's one thing you can do in that location, and then the story keeps progressing forward. Then you can choose to leave and go to another destination. You can get assistance, which every other life form in this game is called a sentient, but these sentients you can either interact with or they can come and help you. And you can pick up items and craft things and find vehicles. And I've never experienced anything like this game before. I love it. Steve, what have you thought of Vantage as we've played through it?
That's kind of my thoughts. I have never played anything
nothing close to
like this.
Yeah.
We picked this up at Gen Con and you were like, it's thousands of cards.
1,500 plus cards.
And I'm like, what the heck? I'm really speechless. So we've played this a few times. And we played this again just now to be able to have it fresh in mind for our sip and play. I love it. It is absolutely fantastic. It is like an epic adventure that you get to kind of choose which direction you're going to go. And from that direction that you go, it turns into something completely different. I know that one time I moved and I'm confronted with everything is on fire in my location. And I'm looking and I go, well, I'm going to steal from that sentient. And it actually helped because I got a stone axe. Like, it's insane the directions that you can go. I flirted with my sentience a couple of times because that was one of the actions that was on that card, and it's one of the actions that I actually had help with because that was one of the actions that was my ability. So I'm like, well, all right, I'm gonna flirt with my sentient.
Lean into it.
And it actually helped me out. I got extra abilities from it. This game is insane.
Yeah, and
that's kind of the way I'm gonna say it. It is insane. It is so much fun, and I cannot wait to play it again. I look forward to playing it with more people because I think that everyone's just gonna have this smile on their face, and they're gonna be like, what the heck is going on? I love it. This is so much fun.
And it's neat because it really is a cooperative game, but it's not like other cooperative games. Because for the most part, what I'm doing isn't interfering with you at all. However, players can help each other. And it's always in each player's best interest to support and help out people because you've got health, you've got time, and you've got willpower, which are on the little track here. And if any of those ever dip down to 0, the game immediately ends for everybody. So it's in other players' best interest to take bad dice from them, to give support tokens so that they roll fewer dice, because if we can keep each other alive, then we'll have a higher chance of succeeding in our goal. But for me, it's really the story and these interesting things that you discover as you interact with the world. And I mean, I think this was our third, fourth game in so far on this, and our experience was completely different every single playthrough. But I love Vantage. And Steve, with our playthrough, I know you picked a really special whiskey to go with it. What have you chosen for our playthrough here?
I sure did. So when I thought about, okay, we're going to crash land on a planet, and you could be in the desert, you could be in the mountains, you could find yourself in a city. It had such a diverse amount of locations that you can be in, and you can go from one location to the next and you're somewhere completely different. That's why I picked to go with Vantage from the Isle of Arran, the single malt whiskey from Arran. And that's why I picked it, but let's go to the bottle pop and then we'll talk about this bottle.
Yeah.
All right. I'm super excited about this, all the way from the Isle of Arran, or Arran, in Scotland. Let's do it. Ooh.
That was
I
pretty
like
good.
a good beefy cork.
Beefy.
Nice. I'm a big fan of their bottles as well. I think they look very nice.
Very minimalistic. Nice color on it.
So this is cask strength.
Okay, get in
That's
there.
pretty good. Oh, man.
You say, oh man, I don't actually get a ton
Really?
off the nose initially.
Oh, that smells delicious. I get like brown sugars and
Now it is growing,
really
it's still
nice.
faint to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, I get like right away. It's really sweet,
It's warming up.
which is kind of funny for a Scotch, although these guys are kind of known for their unpeated Scotch.
It is finished in sherry as well.
This
which
one is
the
a
sweetness,
sherry
right?
finish. It's called the Bodega, which is kind of cool, complex and luxurious. Notes of dark chocolate and ginger. Spices, yeah. So this one was in a sherry hogshead, so a 250 liters.
It smells very nice. I definitely get a lot of the brown sugars off of it.
Yeah, that's what I was getting immediately. A little bit of spices as well. Some like baking spices. I'm almost getting like maybe like a fig as well.
Fig is good. I was thinking a little bit of cherry as well, and that may
Yeah.
go back to that kind of fruity,
Yeah.
like ripened fruit type
Yeah,
smell.
which could be from the actual sherry cask as well, right? Oh, it smells delicious.
It does smell very, very nice. Shall we go in?
Yeah, let's go in.
That's pretty awesome. It's very sweet, so that brown sugar hit me immediately. And same with that kind of like dried fruit type taste as well. And then it's very spicy too. Like, and I'm no doubt the ABV is a factor in that, but it's delicious.
It's very sherry forward. I like that it's not peated. It's a nice change.
I like that I finished my sip, 30, 45, 60 seconds ago, and I can still taste it in my mouth. And it mostly that dried fruit sugar, but it's so tasty.
Yeah, super. I think it did say on here complex, but it really is. I actually said luxurious. Oh no, complex and luxurious. I would say that that's true.
So
I
now that
love the color of that. Oh, man, I'm
we've
loving
been in it
everything of this.
for a little bit, I'm getting like pure baked bread, like cinnamon rolls.
Okay, there you have it, Les. We had our initial reactions, a beautiful bottle pop, and I've really fallen in love with this bottle. One of the reasons I picked this to go with this game is because of the diverse ecosystem that exists
okay.
on this Isle of Arran.
I can't wait to hear about it.
And so Scotland's an island where you can be in a city center and then you go a little bit and you're in a field. And you go a little bit further, you're in some mountains. It is just gorgeous, it's beautiful, and it really reminds me of this. The bottle we've enjoyed is from a unique, unforgiving, and beautiful island off the west coast of Scotland.
Okay.
And it is the Isle of Arran.
Ooh.
And I love the history that goes along with it too. So Vantage has a really cool story to get you into it and keep you excited about what is going to take place. This has the same thing.
Ooh.
So in the early 1800s, there were a lot of small stills, many illegal, producing whiskey on the Isle of Arran. For many reasons, those even legal distilleries eventually closed because, as you can imagine, it's on this little island. They've got to ship it then to the main island of Scotland and then around the world. So a lot of them had to close.
Okay.
Right? Just economics, and even just has to do with the fact that they're on a little island off the main island
So
of Scotland.
did the mafia save them, or where's it going?
No. So in 1840, the lag, L-A-G-G, you've actually heard of it because you've seen those bottles.
Well, I've heard
before.
of the log.
The lag. The lag distillery, it even stopped producing. And funny enough, it wasn't until 1993.
That's quite a gap.
Over 100 years.
Wow.
Before distilleries started emerging again. But from that time, from 1993, the Isle of Arran really kind of emerged in the world of whiskey and in whiskey production. And so then the Lacranza distillery was built, and at 2:29 p.m. on June 29th, 1995, the first spirits started running from the stills.
Wow.
1840, the last distillery basically closed, the last legal distillery. I'm sure there was lots of little illegal ones going on. Hats off to you guys. But it took until 1995 for spirit to start producing again on Arran. And I'm really happy that they did. And so in 2006, the first single malt bottles became available. And part of the reason I picked this is because this is a game that's unlike any other game that I've played.
Incredibly unique.
It's so unique. And so when you think of Scotch, there's a lot of characteristics and qualities that go into it. But Arran has a lot of qualities that are so different from any other Scotch that I've had.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're kind of known for not being peated.
Unless you like peated Scotch.
Unless you like peated Scotch, right? However, I really think, and especially as I've been enjoying this,
so good.
If I put this in a lineup with some bourbons and some ryes, would you have known that it's Scotch?
Well, I mean, I'd like to say yes, but that's because I got the bottle here.
Yeah.
But the
Testing,
reality is, though, probably not. Yeah.
No, blind tasting always throws things off. And that's kind of one of the things I really love about this, is because I really think that you would have a hard time not knowing that it is a Scotch from Scotland. I think that you would actually almost say, oh, maybe that's a rye. Or maybe that's a bourbon.
See, I don't know.
Because it's got those baking spices. And we talked about it when we did the bottle pop. That brown sugar. Really, the vanilla notes. We didn't talk about vanilla, but those vanilla notes, those really sweet notes, really come out.
There
the
is still
spices,
that
right?
single malt taste to it, though.
For sure.
But is that the leading or dominant quality or trait? Probably not.
No, and it is very sherry forward, so you really have to love that sherry, and they just do it so well, and it's so different from anything else that I've had from Scotland.
Yeah, so
that
good.
it had to go with Vantage because it's really good.
Okay.
It's super tasty, and it just throws you off a little bit too, doesn't it?
So, my question to you then, Steve.
Oh no!
Is if
I knew
you
it was coming.
had to choose one. Vantage, the board game, by Jamey Stagmaier. Or if you had to choose Arran, the single malt Scotch whiskey finished in a sherry cask.
Yeah.
Which of the two is better?
Do I go with the Hogshead or do I go with Vantage?
And I think out of every pairing we've done so far, choosing a favorite out of these two is probably one of the toughest things we've had to do so far.
It is tough. Because at this point, I almost don't want to ever play this without having some Arran. And I don't want to ever have Arran without playing Vantage.
Right.
Oh, that's a tough one, Les.
Which one is better?
Oh, man. Do I choose my firstborn or my secondborn child?
So I'll jump ahead on this one here with this. Vantage was not what I was expecting. It's got these manuals that every card, every location, they've all got numbers on them, and then you look it up in one of these 7 or 8 different guides, and it tells the story or tells what happens there. Yeah. You always succeed. There is no losing. You always succeed. Yeah. It's just a matter of how much damage or how much time do you waste or how much does it hurt your willpower.
Although you say that, which you definitely got a penalty.
Yeah, it can result in you losing, but for the most part, if the game doesn't end, you succeed on whatever that action is. I've never played anything like this before, and I can't wait to play it again. In fact, I find myself being distracted as we play because we've got our goal, our mission.
Yes.
We know what we need to do.
Yeah.
But I want to head off into the mountains and see that pretty thing. And I find it so easy to get distracted from what that goal is just by wanting to explore the world and see what I can do.
Yeah.
To me, there's nothing like this.
No.
I've loved the experience, and every time I play it, I want to keep learning more about this world that we end up in. Although Arran is fantastic and I love it, and like it's delicious, it's great. For me, I have to choose Vantage just because it's doing something that nobody else is doing, and this is the only place you're ever gonna get that experience.
Yeah, I agree. You know what's funny? When they came out with video games that were open world, I don't know about you, but I almost didn't even care about the storyline at some point. I would just like go from city to city just to see what's out there.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see how far can I go until it stops.
That's a great comparison, yeah.
And I would literally spend hours and days just looking around the map and seeing what side quests could I find that I really almost didn't care about what the main objective was. So I'm gonna agree with you.
Ooh.
I would take Vantage over Arran, with the caveat of, again, I would love to just have this bottle
so
every
good.
time we
so
have
good.
this. But if I would have to choose one or the other, one I have to give up for the rest of my life over the other, I am going to take Vantage. So unique, so different. It almost doesn't matter what the main quests are. I'm having fun flirting with my
your alien companions.
My alien companions, just to see what's gonna happen. And I don't have to follow the story with it because the story doesn't even matter. We were supposed to do a settlement.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, I kept going north as difficult terrain as I could just to see.
I don't want to settle. I just want to keep looking. I love this game. It is so much fun. And I love the fact that like every time you play, you're going to be able to go somewhere different. However, one of the cool things is though, if you get the same card, if you can remember, you can be like, I'm going to try something a little bit different because I have different abilities, which just, it's the perfect game. It's just so amazing. It's so amazing.
Now, I do have a few upgrades that we acquired at Gen Con this year as well. So the ability tokens, they're wooden instead of being cardboard. I've got upgraded money, which, you know, they feel fantastic that way. And we got these little player mats as well. And I find all of that stuff just adds to the overall experience.
100%.
But Steve, I think we've learned a very valuable lesson today.
I think we have.
And that is, if you're going to play the 1 to 6 player RPG-esque open world game Vantage, you want to pair it with.
Oh, do you ever want to pair it with single malt Scotch from the Isle of Arran? You've got Arran, the sherry cask, beautiful. The Bodega, beautiful.
My name is Les.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Tabletop Tastings.
That it is.
Have a great day.
Yeah. I don't want to give up my bottle of Arran.
It's so good.
It's so tasty.
What did I have this morning? I had some,
Gold bar?
no, rosy, whatever that is.
Oh yeah, rose malt.